Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. As you guys know, it is the last week of reading. The last week of reading and almost the last week of school, right? We have at least 2 more weeks, okay? So, this is the plan for the last 2 weeks, guys. We're going to read this last 3 chapters. Then we are going to watch the movie next week. All right, we'll be having a movie party online next week, guys, okay? Look forward to that. All right. All right, guys. Well, before we read this last 3 chapters, I want to show you guys a quick preview one more time, a quick trailer of Judy Moody the movie. All right. You guys ready? Let's watch.
Oh, Mom, can I go to circus camp?
I don't think so.
Bet I can quit school and you can loan me out to a circus and I'll make gobs of money. No one in this family has any imagination. I, Judy Moody, am ready for the ultimate summer, and it doesn't include my brother Stink. I'm gonna catch Bigfoot. Right.
Your mom and I have to fly to California, and you and Stink are staying here.
What?
Your Aunt Opal's coming.
Hey, whoa.
All right, guys. We're going to stop right there. Remember, that's just a preview. We'll be watching next week. All right. All right. Let's get the reading, guys. Last 3 chapters, okay? So all you guys have been doing my worksheets, thank you guys very much. When we not see you guys later on during the school year, I'm going to make sure I treat those special people who have actually been doing all of their assignment. I'm watching. Thank you guys very, very much, okay? Let's enjoy the last reading, guys. The last 3 chapters. All right. Let's get started. All right, guys. So remember, last week we left off at where? Remember when Judy and Stank ended up going to the beach with Frank, remember? And also what happened. And she still couldn't get no thrill points. They tried everything. And remember they had a picnic poop. Well, guess what? She's still going through her little adventures during the day, still trying to get some more thrill points. But nothing seems to be working. And remember, she also wrote a letter to her friends telling them how frustrating it is that nothing is working. Okay? Let's see if she's finally going to have something going this last 3 chapters. All right, let's read. It says, title of this chapter here is Franken-Screamer. It says, about a week later, Judy was pulling a torn and dirty wedding dress on over her shorts when the doorbell rang. Judy! Frank's here, called Aunt Opal. Or should I say Frankenstein's here. Judy gave one last tug to the beehive fright wig on her head. Come in. She grabbed her backpack and raced downstairs. Hey, Judy. Ready for the evil creature double feature? I love your square head, said Judy. Are those real boats in your neck? Who are you? Asked Stank. Bride of Frankenstein. Who else? Said Judy. And I'm Frankenstein, said Frank proudly. Of course you are. Stink cracked himself up. Uh-oh. Frank and Judy sitting in the tree. K.I. We're not reading that. Frank turned beet red as Judy clamped a hand over Stink's mouth. Take it back or I'll feed you to the jaws, said Judy. Gnissik. Stink shot out of the room. They love messing with each other. When Judy and Frank got to the movie theater that night, the sign said, A Midsummer's Night Scream Summer Festival. Creepy music piped over the loudspeakers. They handed their money to a vampire faced ticket seller with blood dripping fangs. I vent to take your money. Moo-ha. Ah ha ha ha. Since when do vampires wear ski jackets? Judy asked. It's summer. Since it's freezing in here, the air conditioner went psycho. Judy looked at Frank. Frank looked at Judy. Did he say freezing? As in cold? She asked. Mr. Todd? Once inside, they raced around the lobby searching here, there, and everywhere. No, Mr. Todd. I'll check the boys' bathroom, said Frank. He busted the door. Judy busted in after him. Hey, get out. No girls allowed. Frank pushed Judy out the door. She waited. Well, is he in there? Did you find him? Nope, just Count Dracula and a mutant lobster, Frank said. I give up. Me too. Mr. Todd's probably training penguins at the North Pole or something. Or something, said Frank. Judy and Frank got buckets of popcorn and headed up the stairs. The small theater was packed with popcorn throwing, candy chewing vampires and zombies. Judy and Frank sat in the front row, dead center. Remember, this is a double feature. So, no being a wimp burger, Frank. We have to stay to the very end if we want to get points. Don't look at me. You the one who'll be screaming your pants off as soon as the lights go out. Judy glanced at her mood ring. Amber. Amber was for nervous, tense. Just then, the lights went out. A blood-curdling scream filled the room. On the screen, a pack of zombies staggered toward a woman. Her party dress got snagged in the car door. She let out a spine-chilling scream. Frank grabbed Judah's arm. Alone. Bad. Friend. Good, he said in a Frankenstein voice. He chewed his popcorn extra fast. Grrr, the zombies moaned and groaned. Ha! The woman screamed again. A zombie's eye fell out and rolled down the street. Holy highball, yelled Frank. Good thing he's dead already, said Judy. Shh, said a zombie cheerleader behind him. It's true. The dead are among us, said a spooky voice. They're taking over the town of Pittsylvania. Lock your doors, bolt your windows. Zombies marched through town, punching through walls and knocking down doors. One zombie ate something that looked like human leg. Frank gasped, spraying Judy with soda. I'm just remembered I forgot to feed my goldfish. He stood up to go, spilling soda everywhere. Judy pulled him back. Sit down. Don't get all franken scared on me now. This is our absolute last chance to earn thrill points. A zombie staggered. His milky eyes and blood-streaked face filled the screen. I come for dinner, and I come for you. Ha! Frank screamed. He jumped over Judy's legs, toppling her bucket of popcorn. I'm out of here. Judy grabbed his shirt. You are so not leaving, Frankenstein. Frank pulled away and ripped. She had Frank's shirt sleeve in her hands. Frank ran up the aisle. Judy tore after him, catching up to him just outside the theater. You are dead, Frank Pearl. No, zombies are dead. I'm going home. Judy threw up her hands. Great, just great. Rocky and Amy are having the funnest summer ever, and I'm stuck with Frankenscreamer. Hey, said Frank. Rocky and Amy wouldn't bill after 2 seconds of zombie. Rocky and Amy wouldn't knock me off a tight rope. Rocky and Amy wouldn't puke all over me. Frank glared at Judy. Look who's talking. All your stupid points and dares and charts, they suck the fun out of everything. You're nothing but one big wet fun sponge. Frank stomped off down the street. Fun sponge? Judy yelled after him. Rocky and Amy wouldn't call me a fun sponge. Frank kept walking. He didn't look back. Judy clapped her hands to yell at him. Well, if I'm a fun sponge, then you are a fun mop. Frank turned a corner and disappeared. Judy kicked at the sidewalk. She turned back towards the theater. Uh-oh, guys, they're really fighting. Hold on there, Brightzilla. Where's your ticket? Said the taker. Inside, in my backpack. Honest, I already paid. Ask the vampire. Judy pointed to the ticket booth, but it was empty. No vampire. Sorry, no ticket, no movie, said the ticket taker. Judy spun her head heel and stomped away. She kicked the leaf, she kicked the stick, she kicked the rock all the way home. Fun sponge, my elbow. The rock tumbled down the street and stopped in front of her house. What the? In the middle of the front yard, a mountain of junk tuna fish cans, burlap bags, old carpet remnants, chicken wire, ropes, and pipes had been made into a giant statue. Bigfoot? Aunt Opal was on a ladder, smearing the plaster on Bigfoot's face. Stink was working on his 2 large feet. Aunt Opal waved. What is that? Judy asked. Uh-oh, guys, did they really see Bigfoot? It's Bigfoot, of course, said Aunt Opal. I guess I really am a gorilla artist now. Want to help? Stink asked, grinning. Judy trudged down the front door. I love to. Only I can't because I'm going to spend the rest of this bummer summer in my room. I mean, in this time. Look out, she's in a mood, Stink said to Aunt Opal. I'm not. She ran up the steps, letting the screen door slam behind her. Judy stepped on a postcard. She peeled it off her shoe. The postcard had a picture of Rocky making a lion jump through a hoop. It said 85 thrill points. Raw! Judy ran up the stairs and flung herself onto her bed. She couldn't help noticing that her mood ring had turned dark blue for unhappy and mad. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. Late the next morning, Judy woke up to the jangling of the ice cream truck. She covered her head with a pillow. Hey, Judy, called Aunt Opal. It's the ice cream truck, Judy. A few minutes later, Aunt Opal, with a blue popsicle in hand, tapped lightly on Judy's door. Come back when school starts, Judy called. Opal pushed the door open a crack. Sorry, but this will be melted by then. Judy didn't budge. You don't really want to spend the rest of the summer in your room, do you? Opal gently lifted the pillow off Judy's head. Why not? My summer's totally wrecked. For sure and absolute positive, Julie griped. But I would take the popsicle. But don't tell Mom. That bad, huh? Yeah, huh? Frank Pearl, my used to be second best friend, but now he's my first worst enemy, called me a fun sponge. Aunt Opal couldn't help laughing a little. That sounds bad. Are you a fun sponge? Julie slipped her popsicle. No way. He's the sponge. It's his fault I can't get any thrill points. Right, thrill points. Well, they are important. You can't have a not bummer summer without them. Oh, absolutely. Duh. That's like the number one rule of the summer, Aunt Opal agreed. So we just need to get you more thrill points. We still haven't put hats on those lions. Slurp, slurp, slurp. The hats got all ruined, remember? Well, let's think of something else. But I've already thought of everything. For sure, an absolute positive. Just then, a loud voice bounced in through the window. Testing, testing. Judy and Aunt Opal looked at each other. They scrambled over to the window. A newsbeat van was parked at the curb. A lady announcer stood in front of the Bigfoot sculpture, interviewing Stink. And your name is? James Moody, but everyone calls me Stink, Stink said, beaming. So, Stink, Bigfoot fever is sweeping the county with 27 recent sightings nearby. Is that what inspired you to build a statue of Bigfoot? Stink's on TV, Judy screeched. Last one downstairs is a fuzzy pickle, son, said Opal. They pounded down the stairs and out the door. People say Bigfoot isn't real. How do you answer that? Stink Moody. He is too real, and I'm gonna catch him. If you do catch him, Mr. Stink Moody, you be the most famous kid in. Judy jumped in front of the camera, sticking her arm around Stink. She grinned in a big wide blue popsicle grin. Don't forget me, I'm a Bigfooter too. You are? Stink asked, stunned. It's Judy Moody with a J and a UDY, Judy told the newscaster. Yes, uh-huh. Good luck, kids. We'll check in with you later. This is Jess Himbenbottom, Clock, WH2O, live for Newsbeat. Hey, you too, just might be on TV, Oprah told them. We have to watch the news tonight. Sting turned to Judy. Since when are you a Bigfooter? Since 1 minute ago. I just had the biggest brainstorm ever, catching Bigfoot's worth like 1,000,000 thrill points. Summer's almost over, Stink. This is my absolute last chance to get thrill points. If we catch Bigfoot, I might even win the race. Huh? Said Stink. Never mind, said Judy. Just tell me everything. Uh-oh. Guys, it looking like it's starting to get really, really interesting. As you guys can see, Judy is now interested in catching Bigfoot because it might get her the most points out of all of her friends. Let's see if that's really going to happen. Code Bigfoot. Judy and Stink sat in a cave in the back of Fur and Fangs, waiting for the Bigfoot believers' meeting to begin. One more thing, Stink told Judy. Dogs always howl whenever they see Bigfoot. Page 37. Just then, Zeke banged the gavel down on the table. Okay, Bigfooters, the Tuesday night meeting is officially called to order. Zeke turned to a retired couple. They were both wearing Bowling for Bigfoot t shirts and had cameras around their necks. Rose and Herb, present. Stank, present. New member, Judy Moody, present. Judy whispered to Stank, "Where's everybody?" "What do you mean? This is it? This is our club." "Weirdness," said Judy. "Rose, do you have a report?" Zeke asked. Rose stood and opened a large, flowered flip pad. "Three new sightings is the most we've gotten in 1 week." "Excellent," said Zeke. "Give me the coordinates." One woman saw Bigfoot taking laundry off a line at 757 Hatchbury Road, about a mile east of the mall. Someone else saw something large and furry at the dump. Zeke stuck pins in a map as she called out the locations. The third swear he saw Bigfoot last night at the corner of Croker and Jefferson. Judy gasped. Stank jumped to his feet, toppling his chair. "Croker and Jefferson? That's where we live!" Stink shouted. Herb snapped a picture. "Whoa, you two could conduct an all night surveillance," said Zeke. "Are you up for it?" "You mean like a stakeout?" Stink asked. "With a tent and binoculars and emergency sirens and whistles and stuff?" Zeke nodded. Judy and Stink high fived each other. "Yes, all right. Thrillerama." "Excellent," Herb and Rose. "You are in charge of equipment." Herb saluted smartly. "We've got all the right stuff out in a van." Judy and Stink followed Urban Rose out to their van in the parking lot. "Do we get to use night vision goggles?" Stink asked. "Yes, sir," said Herb. He opened the back of the van, camouflage netting, night vision goggles, camcorder, whistles, thermos for coffee. "Herb, they don't drink coffee," Rose chided. "We did one time when we were waiting for Santa," Judy reported. "It was Blucky." She stuck out her tongue. "Okay then," said Zeke. "Look like you are all set." He hopped into a black Vespa and put on his helmet. "Ready to leave?" "Vroom." "Good luck, little dude." "You too, Moody girl. Call me if you see anything, day or night." "That's the lot," said Herb, handling over one last flashlight. "Remember, if you need backup, this van is at your service." August 6th, 8:13 p.m. The trap is set, and a Bigfoot stakeout has officially begun. This is Stink Moody, reporting live from the Moody backyard. "Stink," said Judy. "Say what we hung up. Say that we hung up 38 peanut butter jars for Bigfoot bait, and that you're pretending to be a berry bush." Stink panned the camera over to Judy, who was staggering around wearing the night vision goggles. "Hey, you look like Owl Girl or something." Judy tripped and stumbled. "This don't work. I can't see a thing." "That's because it's not all the way dark yet, Owl Girl." Aunt Opal came outside holding a baby monitor. "Aunt Opal, wave to the camera," Stink called. Aunt Opal waved. "Stink, you make a very nice bush." "Hardy, ha ha," said Stank. "Okay, kids, let's go over our plans. You two will stay in the tent." "Check," said Stank. "If you see or hear anything, call me immediately on the walkie talkie." "Check," called Stank. "Hey, that's Stank's old baby monitor," Judy said. "Whatever. Now, what's our secret signal?" Stank held the button on the monitor. Code red," he yelled. "Perfect. The minute I hear that, I'll be down in a flash to help." "Your mood's ring orange," said Stank. "That means you scared." "Nah-huh," said Judy. "But on Opal, what happens if you fall asleep and Bigfoot attacks us and we are half eaten before you get downstairs?" Stank scoffed. "He won't attack us. I've been practicing Bigfoot sign language." Stank placed his hand over his heart. "This means I am your friend." Judy rubbed her stomach. "This means your head was delicious." "Nobody's gonna get eaten," said Aunt Opal. "Now remember our vow, Aunt Opal." Judy and Stain crossed their hearts and fist bumped. "We will not fall asleep," they said all together. A half hour later, the house was dark. The tent was dark. Judy and Stink were sprawled up on top of their sleeping bags, fast asleep. All of a sudden, the rattle of a garbage can startled Judy awake. She, Judy Moody, heard creepy sounds. A cat screeched. Gravel crunched. She tried to nudge Stink awake. Stink, wake up. Something is out there. Zzz. Stink rolled over on the side. Code red! Code red! Judy whispered into the baby monitor. She pressed the button to listen, but all she could hear was Aunt Oprah snoring. Judy grabbed the large butterfly net and unzipped the tent. She poked the head out of the tent flap and looked through her night vision goggles. Spooky. The word was neon green and dark black. Sure enough, moving across the lawn was an oddly shaped fuzzy glow in the dark creature. Holy macaroni, it's him! Cold Bigfoot! Cold Bigfoot! The fuzzy green luminous creature approached the tree, bumping into one peanut butter jar for another, after another. Hey! Ow! 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 Judy leaped into action, racing to the tree. She lunged forward and swoosh! She slammed the butterfly net down over the creature's head. Gotcha! Ah! All of a sudden, the hammock came down of the tree, knocking Judy and the creature to the ground. Ah! Judy yelled. The creature yelled too. Bigfoot, Stink called. Stink charged out the net, flashlight in one hand, monitor in the other. Code red, code red, code red. He called, rushing over to the tree in his bunny slippers. Trapped under the net, beneath the tree, was a thrashing, kicking, yelling, two-headed monster. Stink flipped on the flashlight, grabbed the corner of the hammock, and yanked it back. Hey, get off of me, said the monster. Judy yanked off the night goggles. Frank? Judy? Bigfoot? Said Stink. What are you doing here, Frank? My dad took me back to the theater to pick up our backpacks, and I saw the house was dark. So I thought I'd just drop it off in your tent or something. So you find it, only I bumped into a jar, and then your hair netted me. Sorry, I thought you were Bigfoot, said Judy. Stink bounced the beam back and forth between them. Ah, you scared Judy pants off, Frank. Not, said Judy. Yeah, I heard you. You was screaming your head off. All of a sudden, they heard a loud cracking noise coming from the deep, dark woods. Stink looked at Judy, eyes wide. Judy looked at Stink. Bigfoot! Stink dared to whisper. No way, that was an owl. Just then an owl hooted. That was an owl, or Bigfoot pretending to be an owl, Stink said. Let's go. Judy and Stink grabbed their gear and bolted for the woods. Are you coming, Frank? Judy asked. It's worth mega thrill points. I am sure. I like to and everything, but a car honk. That's my dad. Gotta go. Bye. Judy and Stink tiptoed across the backyard. They crept closer and closer to the tree line. At the edge of the woods, they stopped to listen. Maybe it was an owl, Stink. Nuh-uh, that was him. I know it. Bigfoot is famous for his owl sounds. Page 42. Judy and Stink craned their necks, peering into the darkness. You go first. I'll hold the light, said Judy. No, you go first. I'm filming, said Stink, turning on the camcorder. Okay, scaredy pants, but stay close. Stink clung to the back of Judy's PJs with one hand, filming with the other. They inched into the woods. Stink costume hooked onto a tree and snapped. What was that? Stink whispered. Shh. You scared Bigfoot. Judy and Stink tiptoed farther and farther into the gloom, taking shorter and shorter breaths. Stop. Look there. She moved the light across a large patch of matted grass. Is this some kind of bed or something? Yeah, huh? A Bigfoot bed? Page 87. This is must where he sleep. Judy swallowed hard. Then where is he? Maybe he heard us coming. He's probably watching us right now. Stink touched his hand to his heart. Mr. Bigfoot, we come in peace. The wind whistled through the trees. Hello? Can you hear me? Stink tried again. Suddenly, a furry creature swung from a tree branch, brushing Judy's head and bumping the camera. Ah! Judy and Stink dropped everything and ran, screaming out the woods. They ran across the creek, over the lawn, up the back steps, through the kitchen, up the stairs, and straight into Judy's room. Slam! They screaming didn't stop until they were both huddled under the covers on Judy's bottom bunk. Judy scooped up the mouse and held him tight. Uh-oh, guys. Do you guys think that was really Bigfoot? We about to find out. This is the last chapter. Guess we're gonna see if it's really, really Bigfoot, guys. Can't wait to see how this story ends. Last chapter. The chase is on. And then Sting told Aunt Opal the next morning. We got so scared. We ran out of the woods and all the way upstairs. And I had a sleepover in Judy's room. Aunt Opal, you missed it. You slept through the whole thing. Good thing I filmed it, said Stink. There, see? That's his bed. Are you sure? Asked Opal. It looks like woods to me. He was there. I know it, asked Judy. All I know is I got a possum hairbrush and 0 thrill points. Aunt Opal smiled. Well, don't give up, you two. It can take years to catch a monster. Years, said Judy. I need 3 points ASAP. As in now. All of a sudden, Judy stared out the window. Dogs started barking and howling. Right there, before her very own eyes, in front of her very own house, a tall, furry gorilla creature with enormous feet dashed down the sidewalk. A pack of howling dogs nipped on at his heels. Cold Bigfoot, yelled Stink. After him. In the blur, they all scrambled for the door. After him. Go, 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 Judy yelled. Judy, stinking Opal, tore down the street after him. Bigfoot and the dogs turned the corner. We have to catch him before he gets to Main Street. Cars would drive him cuckoo. Page 12, Sting shouted. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. Sting, Judy, and Opal screeched to a stop. She, Judy Moody, could not believe her eyes. The ice cream truck had stopped at a red light. Bigfoot was waving his arms, flagging it down. He hopped right onto the ice cream truck, barely escaping the yowling and howling dogs. Did you see that? Bigfoot hijacked the ice cream truck, Stink yelled. We'll never catch him now, said Judy, as the truck pulled away. Never say never, said Opal as Jessica Finch rode up on her bike. Opal threw up her hand. Stop! Jessica slammed on her brakes, squealing to a stop. I'm afraid we need this bike, said Opal. It's an emergency. Who are you? Finch asked. I'm a special agent for the apprehension of large unidentified creatures. We need this bicycle for the chase. Stunned, Jessica stepped off a bike. Get on, Opal yelled. Judy hopped on the handlebars and Stink jumped on the back. Pedaling madly, Opal steered the bike across the street, up over the sidewalk and into someone's front yard, knocking over a yard gnome. Woohoo! Judy yelled as they flew through flapping laundry, swerved past a barking dog, and tripped a sprinkler system. Whoosh! A spray of water rained down on them. Awesome! No bath tonight, Stink whooped. Just as they reached the street, they caught the sight of the ice cream truck again. We've got him now, Opal yelled. She poured it on, but the road turned into a steep hill. Huffing and puffing, she stood up on the pedals, groaning with every push. The bike wobbled and swerved. Ditch, Judy yelled, and they all tumbled off the bike. All three of them ran, reaching out for a handhold, but the truck passed them by. Back on the bike, Judy yelled. Honk, 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 honk. Crunch. Just then, a van screeched its brakes as the big tires ran over Jessica's bike. The Bam Bombs. It's Rose and Herb from our Bigfoot Club, called Stink. We got a report. Bigfoot's in. Herb started. The ice cream truck. We know, yelled Stink. Get in, get in. Herb urged. Opal piled in after Judy and Stink. Buckle up, everyone, called Rose, taking off like a bat out of Transylvania. Herb squawked into a CB radio. This is Herb Birnbaum, reporting a runaway man gorilla known as Bigfoot, who just hijacked an ice cream truck. Left, go left, Judy and Stink yelled. Rose screeched left. I think I see the truck, said Opal, pointing. Faster, Judy yelled. Rose hit the gas. The needle ticked up. Up, 40, 40, 60. I have to tell you, this is my first official car chase, said Opal. Really? We getting 2 or 3 of these a week, said Rose. There it is, right in front of us, Stank yelled. All of a sudden, a cloud of ice cream wrap flew off the truck, splatting all over the windshield. It's raining ice cream, Stank called. It's a cloaking device, Judy said, just like in the movies. Rose hit the spray and wipers, then punched the gas. Out of nowhere, the WH2O van veered in front of him. Rose hit the brakes. Whoa, Judy said. This is like the Scream Monster, minus the puke. Sting teased. Follow that van, Herb ordered. Rose flirted. She tore down a side street after the news van, which was zooming after the ice cream truck. Shortcut, she yelled. Rose skidded and bumped crazy fast across the soccer field. Kabump, kabump. She zoomed through a parking lot full of speed bumps. The van veered out of the lot. Rose zoomed off and still hot on a trail. The ice cream truck and news van turned into an old parking lot. The burn bombs van rolled through a neatly clipped hedge and screeched to a stop. When the cloud of dust settled, Judy looked around. Hey, look, it's the pool picnic place. Larkspur Pier, asked Aunt Opal. How'd that happen? Judy and Stink leaped out of the van and raced toward the ice cream truck. Hot on their heels were the cameraman and the newscaster. As they got closer, Judy put her fingers to her lips. Shh. They crept alongside the truck. Judy gasped. Mr. Todd. Mr. Todd smiled, a big smile when he saw her. Judy, Moody, long time no see. I was hoping I'd see you. Yeah, because we're saving you from Bigfoot, said Stink. Bigfoot stepped out of the truck. Everyone gasped. Bigfoot grabbed his head and popped it off. Zeke? Judy and Stink shrieked at the same time. On Opal and Rose came running over, all out of breath. Judy and Stink started talking at the same time. It's my teacher. It's Zeke. I can't believe he's the ice cream guy. Since when are you Bigfoot? The newscaster waved to the cameraman. A madcap right through town has led us to this old pier where Bigfoot appears to be nothing more than a teenager wearing some kind of hairy costume. Mr. Todd shook hands with Opal. Hi, Mr. Todd. I'm Judy's teacher. When I'm not being the ice cream man, that is. So you are the world's greatest teacher, said Aunt Opal. Nice to meet you finally. I'm Opal Moody, Judy's aunt. When I'm not in pursuit of runaway ice cream trucks, that is. Everyone cracked up. And this is Bigfoot, said Mr. Todd. You all know Zeke. I thought with all the Bigfoot fever around here this summer, it would be fun to get in on the action. I heard about the Bigfoot Club and went and met Zeke. He came up with a costume and I hired him to help me sell ice cream today. Zeke, why didn't you tell me? Stink asked. Chill, dude. I just got the job. I only met the toddler this morning. Judy swatted Stink on her arm. Stink, why didn't you tell me that Mr. Todd was an ice cream man? I've been looking for him all summer. Stink shrugged. How was I supposed to know? The newscaster spoke into the mic. Today's sightings have been much ado about nothing. But two questions remain. Is the real Bigfoot still at large? And will he show up for the circus? The circus? Wait, what? Today, Judy asked. For the first time, she noticed a huge striped tent beyond the old Ferris wheel. The pier was all dressed up with banners and balloons. Yup, it's today, all right, said Mr. Todd. And you get a prize for finding me. Remember, front row seats. Judy beamed. Wow, thanks a million. Was I the first one to find you? Mr. Todd's eyes twinkled. Not exactly. Opal, Stink, and Judy took their seats in the VIP row next to a bunch of kids from Judy's class. Judy sat next to Frank Pearl. Hey, thanks for getting me a ticket to the circus, Frank said to Judy. I owe you, said Judy. Sorry I was such a fun sponge, rag, whatever. Want some? Judy held out a cotton candy to Frank. He made a yuck face. A hairy gorilla hand grabbed the chunk. Bigfoot hungry? Said Zeke. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. A trumpet blared. The ringmaster came onto the stage, leading the circus stars atop horses and baby elephants. The kids from the circus camp, dressed as clowns, were sweeping up behind the elephants. Hey, look, there he is. Rocky and he's sweeping elephant poop. Ha, I knew it, Judy said. Hey, Rock, it's me. Rocky was dressed in a funny tuxedo and top hat. He waved at Judy. While the clowns did handsprings on the mat, Judy walked over to a fancy box. Do we have a volunteer from the audience? The ringmaster below. Someone brave enough to get sawed in half? Judy was out of her seat in a flash, waggling her arm. Rocky whispered to the ringmaster. He pointed his whip at Judy. Yay! She raced into the ring. Rocky opened the box, motioning her in. Hey, Judy, he said, grinning. Hey, Rocky, I missed you. Rocky latched the door. Then he and the ringmaster lifted the box into the saw horses. Rocky put his sword to the box and started sawing. Zzz, abracadabra. Judy Moody, was sawed in half. Amazing. Then presto, change o. She was put back together again in no time. Red times two. Last chapter, guys. Thrilladelic. It's crazy, guys, right? They finally found Bigfoot. But Bigfoot is not who they thought they was, okay? But let's see what's going to happen here. On a perfect summer evening, a week before school started, when even the mosquitoes weren't biting, Rocky put on a backyard circus for Moody's. Rocky was wearing his I went to circus camp t-shirt and AB spotted on and I went to Borneo tee. Frank had a zombies red undied shirt. For the humped time in the last 10 days, Rocky said, and now, before your very eyes, and one and only Judy Moody would be sawed in half. Judy held up the hand with a mood ring. Blue, green, relaxed, calm. Can I be next? Said Stink. Rocky soared through the middle of the magic box. Judy screamed, kicking her feet wildly. Rocky pushed the two pieces apart until they looked like Judy had been cut in two. Ta-da! Said Rocky. Everyone cheered, clapped, and whistled. Make sure you put her back, said Dad. Yes, said Mom. We only just got home. Wow, Rock, that is worth mega points, said Amy. Rocky pushed the pieces back together. He opened the lid. Judy sat up in one piece, revealing a handmade I went on a poop picnic t-shirt. She climbed out of the box. Don't rub it in, okay? Just 'cause you guys beat the pants off me and won the race. Opal smiled, motioning Judy over. She whispered to Mom and Dad, can I borrow Judy for a few minutes? I promise I'll bring her back in one piece. Opal led Judy to the driveway, where she handed her helmet. They hopped on Zeke's black Vespa, and she kick-started the engine with a loud vroom. Judy held onto Aunt Opal as they peeled out into the dark night. Are you sure you can drive one of these? Judy asked. Duh, I drove one of these across the Sahara. How do you think I got Zeke to let me borrow it? Opal zipped through Judy's neighborhood, down Main Street and turned a corner, pulling up alongside a Mary Louise Shipman Public Library. She cut the engine. Come on, Aunt Opal whispered, stepping off the Vespa. She grabbed the package, wrapped in newspaper strap to the back. We have to be quick. Two stern-looking stone lions flacked to the front steps. This guy's way too serious, don't you think? Opal asked. She unwrapped the newspaper and out came the two garbage can hats. Good as new. Wow, you fixed them, Judy cried. She rushed over to the place. The hats on the lions. Yup, which means you now have, drum roll please, 10 thrill points for Gorilla Hat. I did it, finally. Judy held out her hand. Look, Aunt Opal, my mood's ranked purple. Don't tell me. Purple means joyful, on top of the world. You knew. Yup. So Opal said, it's probably a good thing you didn't spend the summer in your room. For sure, an absolute positive. I wouldn't have walked on a tightrope, or ridden the scream monster, or gone on a scary midnight stakeout, or had a poop picnic, Opal added. Judy and Aunt Opal cracked up, or found Mr. Todd, or been in a car chase, or gotten sawed in half at the circus, or spent the best summer ever with you. Opal wrapped an arm around Judy as they headed back to the Vespa. I have an idea, said Judy. How about you don't leave tomorrow? How about you live with us? Aunt Opal gave Judy a hug. I can't, but I'm so going to miss you, she told Judy. You know what, though? Next summer, I'm thinking of wrapping the Eiffel Tower and then 10,000 scarves. Want to help me? You mean it for real? That'll be on top of spaghetti rare. Not to mention a gazillion thrill. Suddenly, Judy's eyes grew wide in the side view mirror of the Vespa. She could see a shaggy shadow of figure step out of the woods and into a patch of light from a street lamp. Was it? Could it be? Maybe it was just a tall guy with a sweater down over his knees. Or was it? On Opal, Judy whispered urgently in the mirror. Look, look! On Opal peered at the mirror. I don't see anything, just the leaves of those bushes are shaking, like somebody just cut through there or something. Exactly, Judy half whispered. The next morning, Judy heard a toot toot and looked out the upstairs window. Dad was strapping an enormous suitcase to the top of the taxi. Judy raced down the stairs as fast as she could. Everybody was hugging and laughing and crying, and Stink was hanging onto Aunt Opal's leg for dear life. I'm never letting go, said Stink. Opal climbed into the cab. Stink ran over to the Bigfoot statue. Paris next summer? Be there, she said to Judy. Opal leaned out the window, waving madly as the cab moved down the street. Love you. Bye, Aunt Opal called. Love you back. See you next summer. Judy sighed and walked over to the Bigfoot statue. Stink was tapping was taping a sign onto a card table. Touch Bigfoot, 50 cents. 50 cents to touch a piece of shaggy old carpet. Are you nuts? Uh-huh, a throat cleared. Do you have change for $1? Judy turned. It was Jessica Finch on a half-pink bike. The other half was bent. The stickers and glitter covered the scratches. She held out $1. Stink grabbed it. Sure. Thanks for fixing my bike, said Jessica. Yeah, sure, no problem, said Judy. Stink handed over the change. Jessica slowly stuck out a finger and touched Bigfoot. Ew, she laughed. Judy watched as other kids from the neighborhood came down the street. 50 cents to touch Bigfoot, Judy yelled, waving him over. Hey, this was my idea, said Stink. Aunt Opal says art belongs to everyone. Besides, I have to earn money for the Eiffel Tower. 50 cents a touch, she called, even louder this time. For $1, Bigfoot will shake your hand. For $100, we'll move him into your yard, said Dad. And for 1,000, said Judy, I will show you where the real Bigfoot is. The end. Guys, I love this book. As you guys notice, Judy ended up having the best summer ever. Okay, the moral of this book, I think the moral of this book is, guys, is to have fun with what you have. Okay, I know this might be a bummer summer for a lot of you guys because of what's going on out in the real world. But guess what, guys? You can make things fun at home if we are not allowed to go outside. Okay, you guys can play board games, family time, spend family time, watch a lot of movies, jump rope, coloring books. Use the computer. You guys can read a book. All right. You guys can do a lot of things to keep having fun. Okay. Do not let this summer be a bummer. Okay. Make the best out of what you have, guys. All right, guys. This is the last worksheet we're going to be doing. This is what I want you guys to do. You guys will be writing a summary of the whole story that we read. Okay. From chapter 1 to the last chapter. You guys are going to write a summary of the story. Remember, a summary highlights the main parts of the story. A summary should be brief and include these specific things. Somebody, who is the main character, wanted. What did the main character want? But what got in the way? That's the problem. So, how was the problem solved? What is the solution? Then, how did the story end, which is the conclusion? All right. So down here, guys, you guys will be writing a summary below for the chapter book, Judy Moody and the Not Bummer Summer. So use this whole space right here, guys. Fill it up. Fill all of this page up right here, okay? Fill it up, guys. All right. I want to see nice sentences. Okay. Make sure you use the appropriate marks wherever it belongs, okay? Knock this out. Don't forget your name and your date. And this is your last final work project for the year. Guys, it was fun reading this book with you guys. Don't forget, next week we'll be watching the movie. We're going to have a movie party. Don't forget, I'll get more information out next week. All right. See you guys. Proud of you guys. Keep your head up. Keep working hard. And also have fun for the summer. All right. Bye. See you guys later.